Hello and welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. I'm Meow, and tonight we are doing Squad Battle Eagles Strike. Bullets for Breakfast is the name of the scenario we're playing tonight, and for some reason chat has disconnected, so I cannot actually see anybody if anybody has typed. That is really bizarre. No, we are back connected perfectly well. Well. So, Bullets for Breakfast, it is July 5th, 1944. France. Pottery Ridge, 06:30 hours. And this is a type of meeting engagement, a real melee. It can be played from either side, but playing as the United States offers the greater challenge, and so we shall be playing this as the US. Historical background: the Allied command had decided to get the ball rolling southward from the Cotentin Peninsula to Caumont. Leading the way would be the US 8th Corps. The Central Division of the advance was the 82nd Airborne. Even though down to half strength due to continual fighting since D-Day, the Sky Warriors were still full of fight. With the 79th and 90th divisions on their flank, the All-Americans would take the hills just in front of La Haye-de-Puy. The 2nd Battalion of the 507th moved against the center hill of the Pottery Ridge and encountered no resistance. The advance company moved to the southern slope and formed a defensive perimeter to hold the ground gained. The paratroopers slept lightly, knowing that they were the tip of the spear of the advance. Rising at first light and looking for breakfast on cold sea rations, Company B found that it had nested itself in the middle of German bivouac area for Group Koning. A sharp firefight erupted. The rest of the battalion, hearing the intense firing of weapons of both sides, hurried to the area. Oh dear, oh dear. PFC James Geach, part of the US reinforcements, found himself facing two German tanks advancing on his positions. On his position, he grabbed a buddy and a bazooka. Though he had never fired a rocket launcher before, he had a courage and he learned quickly. His firing on the tanks challenged the German armor, forcing it to retire. For his actions, Geach would receive the Distinguished Service Cross. By the afternoon of the 5th, Pottery Ridge had been secured, and the first steps towards Caumont had been taken. And that is the background. And hello, Askeri. How you doing this evening, my man? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day. But yes, we are doing Bullets for Breakfast. Pottery Ridge is the place. The date is the 5th of July, 1944. And here we are. Right, let me just grab a little bit of a drink. All right. Well. Let's have a look. So we have a... Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I am a little bit tired. I'm not gonna lie, Scary. I had a little bit of an eventful night yesterday. Actually, let me tell you a story. So yesterday, as you might be aware, I brought my mom from the airport. And everything seemed to be fine. However, about an hour later, as I was finishing cooking, or about a half an hour later actually, as I was finishing cooking, so that we can have a nice meal before the stream, the car alarm started going off. I look out, I look at the car, it seems to be fine, no lights flashing, so I'm like, it's not my car, it is fine. But then it just keeps going and going and going, and it's like, it does sound like my car, so I come out, and it is my car, but usually when the alarm goes off, you have the emergency lights flashing, right? It doesn't. I try to switch it off, it doesn't work. I unlock, I lock it, nothing is happening. it just keeps going. So I called my garage and they're like, well, we are super busy, but okay, bring the car tomorrow morning and we'll see what we can do. Thankfully, the car stopped alarming after about 5 minutes of just going off. It just stopped. So I was like, whew, okay. Thankfully, it's fine. So I had a stream yesterday. We go to bed. 1 o'clock in the morning, the car alarm goes off. And I cannot switch it off. I can only imagine how the neighbors must have felt. After about 5 minutes, I tried to fiddle with my, the switch the car off, open it, close it, nothing. 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3:30 in the morning, the car goes off again. I again fiddle with the fob, nothing happens, I just give up. I'm like, right, it will turn itself off in 5 minutes. This morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, I get up, I look out. We have had snow overnight. It's a beautiful vista covered in snow. As you might imagine, I am not really, feeling the best, having had to wake up twice in the middle of the night, trying to switch on and switch off the car. I look down, because we sleep on a second story. I look down, and I see that 3 windows in the car are absolutely open, and there is snow piled in inside. Yes. Well, long story short, I brought the car to the mechanic. And they're looking into it. I'll collect it tomorrow morning. But yeah, it was a journey. And I am absolutely just knackered. I am so tired, man. I did not have a very good night's sleep, but I shall endeavor to entertain. So tonight we are doing bullets for breakfast. Hello everybody else who has just joined in to my crazy car story. And yes, the car got very nervous because of my mom. I totally agree. The car felt like it needed to perform its best. Unfortunately, its best was not quite what we were expecting of it. But let's have a look at the map of the game. That's why you're here, guys, not listening to my car troubles. Hey, Casey. I hope you're doing well, man. It says, sorry to hear your alarming tale. Yeah, literally alarming tale. All night long. We were having a party with the car. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But looking at the map, we can see that we have a slope going from the northwest up to the southeast. Elevation 70 meters in the upper left. Casey says, I just finished shoveling 20 centimeters of snow myself. Yeah, absolutely. Are you in UK, Casey, or are you in US? I'm not quite sure. I live in UK, so we had a little bit of snow tonight. A little bit of snow. So yeah, it was... US, Annapolis. Well, you probably have more snow there than we do here, but... yes, I think everybody is having just a bit of snow. But looking at the southeastern part of the map, the elevation is only 40. So, and as we can see, the ground slopes goes down northwest to southeast. So, what are we actually thinking here? We have a lot of bocage as always, some houses, but if we look on this map, it's a little bit easier to see. So, a few ponds. More importantly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives. Every objective is 10 points. And we have kind of congregating around the center of the map, but very alarmingly, we have a 7-man team of Germans right in the middle of our men. Right in the middle of us camping out for the night. It is 6:30 in the morning. And we have, well, we have eyes on 2 more sections or 2 more squads of Germans in the east as well, next to the objective. Greetings without snow, says Wargame Turkey. Well, greetings to you too, my man. I hope you're doing well. It is nice to have snow in the winter, but not too much of it. Not too much. It is, to be fair, it is the first snow of the winter in UK, so I am really, really quite happy to see it. I am really quite happy to see it, I gotta say. Some other things to note on the map, though, are these. We have a few mines. These are American mines, so tank mine, but look, these are different color. This is anti-personnel mine, or AP mine, and a few scattered around as well. Now, what I'm hoping is that the Germans would just run straight at them. Knowing our luck, they probably would never get used. Yes, yes indeed, and would just interfere with our own men trying to get into position. First things first, let's have a look at the victory conditions. There we go, that's the name I was looking for. Victory conditions. And this is quite an ask, I gotta say. To achieve major victory, we have to get 75 points. Now, we already have 20 X points, and I would say we have 20 points precisely, because we know that we hold 2 objectives. So, taking another 2 objectives would give us 40 points. That means that we need to take out 35 Germans. I mean, if we're not counting the tanks and leaders. But if it's just men, it's 35 Germans to go. I am hoping there are gonna be some tanks. This is an awful thing to say, but I'm hoping there are gonna be some, and I'm hoping we can take them out. But this is gonna be challenging now. Right. Actually, let's just go back, because minor victory is 50 and minor defeat is 25. So we need to get 26 to get to a draw. So our aim to get a minimum of 26 points. Now, also, we probably want to check scheduled. Nope, there is nobody arriving. Nobody arrived. Any releases? Nope. And finally, any withdrawals? No. Okay. So we deal with the men we are given. We deal with the cards we're dealt. And we need to utilize them to the best of our abilities. One most important point is we don't have any armor whatsoever. So that is very, very important for us, because we are most likely expecting German armor, because historically there was German armor here. And otherwise it would be very hard to win this scenario if there isn't any German armor for us to take out. But, so the ground slopes. So what is kind of our man distribution? Let's have a quick look. So we have Captain Price up north, together with First Sergeant Epstein. So they are both in command. This is, of course, CO, and this is an XO. So CO HQ section, 3 men, Thompson, Carbine, M1 Carbine, and M1 Garand. Would have preferred to have all of them being Thompsons, but it is what it is. I mean, Carbine would have been okay as well. Now, over here we have Platoon Sergeant Ash. Interesting. The PFC Geach. Right, so this is the man. This is the man, the legend, the absolutely unit of a man who single-handedly fended off German armor historically. So he is, of course, supported by a bazooka team. And let us hope that he will be as successful. I mean, technically he didn't really take out any armor, but he shot at them enough so that the armor skedaddled out of there. We also have mortars. 30 cal, so an MMG. Okay, 2 sections with bar, with some grenade mounted on the Garands. Right. We also have fire teams of 2 people. Actually, these two. I assume they are sentries left for kind of for the night. So that's what they meant to represent. And I assume these, oh no, there you go. There's another 2 men. Yeah, Outpost 2, Outpost 3, and Outpost 1. Yeah, so quite historically accurate there. Now, MMG, another bazooka team, another mortar. So we have decent support with mortars. We have decent support with bazookas. And of course, we have a decent amount of MMGs as well. So let's just have a look. So this is 2nd Platoon, 507th. I assume this is, yeah, this is CO 507th. CO, yeah, right. That is perfect. Now, over here is our 1st platoon, and actually this would be easier. Now, let's do this. So this is our 1st platoon. What are you doing? Right, you are part of a 3rd platoon. And the 3rd platoon is a little bit spread out, but so is the 1st platoon, actually. Now, who are you? You are an MMG team, so I suppose you can be spread out. And I assume you, man, are 2nd platoon. You most certainly are, right? And who is leading you? We have 2nd Lieutenant Lasky leading the 2nd platoon. We have... Platoon Sergeant? Okay. So I suppose we have Platoon Sergeant Ash leading the 1st platoon. And we have 2nd Lieutenant Treybone leading the 3rd platoon. The most pressing matter right now for us is this man here. And let us do a little bit of finger painting that we are so infamous for because we're so bad at it. Right, where are we? Where are we? We are here. So, this and this is boring, but of course, historically, we know that they were in quite a bit of trouble from the morning, hence bullets for breakfast. So what are we thinking here? Well, we need to, of course, safeguard this position from the immediately adjacent German unit. But more importantly, let's have a look at what we can see. So, what was it? 1st platoon here. Actually, let me just draw. This is 1st. This is, was it 3rd? Yeah, this is 3rd platoon. 3rd. And this is 2nd platoon. There we go. There we go. Right, so now I can actually think what can everybody see. So Outpost 3 has eyes directly onto the objective and it doesn't seem to be anybody there. However, of course, it is brush. The objective is covered in brush, meaning that there probably somebody is in there on the ground. We just can't see them. It is still 06:30, so normal conditions, but it is early morning. Even though July, it's probably very, very bright right about now, so actually that does not matter that it's 6:30. It is pretty much as good as day. We do not have eyes to this objective, however, at all. Nobody has eyes there. Which is a little bit worrying, but at the same time, understandable. So, are we gonna task our 2nd platoon with securing this? So, let us go back here. So, 2nd platoon is gonna advance this way. And probably this way. To try and secure this objective here. So this would be our objective Alpha. That is as easy as we can name it. This would be Bravo, this would be Charlie, and this would be Delta. Of course, if we are talking World War II-ish, this would be Able. This would be... What was Bravo? Baker. Able, Baker... Charlie, I think, was Charlie. And then D would be for Dog. That's... If I'm not mistaken, that's what it would have been during the World War II. The phonetic alphabet would have been slightly different than it is now. So that's our second platoon is tasked with. Our third platoon would be tasked with moving up and taking this objective. And this outpost 3, if I'm not mistaken, these men here pretty much are gonna be our immediate FSG or fire support group. I know it's only 2 men. They're not gonna do much, but they will suppress or try to suppress anybody who moves into the objective or appears there, while the rest of the platoon moves up and through the trees here and assaults into the objective. While our first platoon, of course, are just gonna strike in and try and eliminate that nasty German squad, because I think it's 9 men there. So that's our plan. That is what we are planning to do here. Is this gonna work? Maybe, maybe not. We know that we are gonna be having panzers rolling up sometime within, well, next hour or so, because every turn is 5 minutes, so we have 10 turns, 50 minutes, so within the next hour we're gonna have panzers roll up, most likely within half an hour. We know that we have bazooka teams, that we can take care of them, but it's still gonna be fairly difficult. So let us start organizing. We have MMG here. Really, we want to get them somewhere where they can support, but damn, there isn't anywhere far enough for them to support, so we're gonna leave them a little bit. We don't know if the positions are dug in, so I will bring up... Actually, what... Yeah. I will bring up our bazookas, so let us move this way. And we want to put bazookas here. This is gonna be our FSG position. I mean, that's pretty much what we are thinking of doing there. Now, over here, you man... So, we'll leave the outpost here. We don't need to move them. But we shall... I almost want to stick an MMG here, so let us actually go... This is a marsh. So can we make it through? We cannot. We'll leave him standing for now. There shouldn't be anybody who have eyes on him. But next turn we want to move him into this nice position so he has a slightly wider field of fire. Not by much. I mean, ideally we really want somebody there in these houses, but I think Outpost 2 will have to do as our early warning from the, well, southwest. Over here, we are moving our men up. Mortars are gonna move towards the FSG position. Here... We probably want to move somebody there, so let's move First Sergeant here and actually all of our HQ, because they can serve as another FSG, right? Fire Support Group. So we'll have FSG over here and FSG over here. And in that case, we can move our 30 cal that way as well. Right. And then we're gonna move our second squad and our third squad into these trees here. That's our plan anyway. We shall, well, actually maybe even here. We'll see how that goes. So that's our western approach done. Let's have a look at our eastern approach. So we have eyes, but we do not see anybody on the objective. So let's try and suppress them immediately. We have taken out a man. Perfect. So who are these men? Right. I shall leave the outpost 1 undisturbed. But what we do want to do, we probably want to move our 30 cal without suffering any adverse effects over here. So we have uncovered probably a commanding officer actually of the Germans here. Looks like a Hauptmann to me, or a captain. And we have one fire still available, so that's perfect. What can they see? So they can see here. So if we try to advance, they'll be able to see that. Which is fine with me, actually. Now, who else we have? I'm gonna move our mortars here as well. So this is gonna be our FSG. It looks like there is a lot of men, but actually... Go away, Gog. Actually, we only have 8 men here. So this is just a normal squad, so we're not overstocking the location, so that we can move up, no problem at all. So second lieutenant is probably gonna move up here, so let us move this way. And this way. Interesting, there is nobody here. Maybe we should have moved here, but I was thinking, if we uncover somebody, we can assault from up high from 50 meters into the 40 meters and gain a little bit of an advantage, right? So let's go to ground. Over here, we are gonna be moving up. And of course, go into ground here. 2 squads. Yeah, that is fine. Go to ground. And over here, what we will try and do is we're gonna try and get another squad over yonder. They can either act as an FSG or they can act as an assault force. We'll see how that goes. Whatever is there. Now. I think men over here are perfectly positioned to go to ground and suppress the Germans. Or at least try to do so. Where do they... Right, okay, so it looks like we need to move our mortars here. Go to ground and start doing direct fire. Hopefully disrupting them, but definitely not in this instance. Right. They can see over yonder, so let us get our men. They don't have any snipers. So maybe we'll do something like this and go to ground. And over here, we can actually do something like this. Well, something like this. There we go. And I was hoping to assault, but that that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Whatever the case is, we'll move up here, go to ground, because we do not have enough movement points to assault. And then next turn we can move our MMG probably up on top of the hill there. Okay. That is fine. Over here. Move up, go to ground. Well, I think that is a beautiful start to a beautiful relationship of American-German relationship here. So let us end the first turn. And what was this? Bullets for breakfast. So let's name this Bullets for breakfast. Let us increase the speed. There we go. Yeah, they unfortunately they were able to seize this. Oh my god, wow, look at the amount of German. Whoa! Wow. That is crazy. Okay. So just gonna increase the speed here a little bit as well. Wow, that's quite a conundrum. Well, thankfully, they are overstuck in this hex, so we can most certainly put the overstuck into good use. Not only were we able to pin them, I think we eliminated about 5 men there. That was fantastic. And you know what? We might actually... So we won't be able to rally them, so let us just shoot in. And over here, you will not be assaulting, but you men will be assaulting. Not ideal, but we have eliminated a man, so let's try and rally our units.
Move it.
There we go. And it would have been perfect if we could have moved our leader, what's his name? Second Lieutenant Treyborn, but we can't. So let's just shoot in that case. Over here, right. Well. Do we have eyes? We do have eyes, so we will go to ground and shoot. Perfect. Eliminating the man and disrupting the rest. Oh, we took out of MG42. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, I really like that. So one kind of benefit of squad battles, in my opinion, compared to Valorant Victory, which we have played yesterday, is realism in terms of how the men get eliminated. So yesterday you might have seen that the most important, the most significant troops and men in Valorant Victory... Hold up. Technical difficulties with tea. Right. I spilled my tea. The most significant difficulties with Valorant Victory trying to eliminate the enemy is that the more important the unit, the more benefit it provides, the latter it is in the elimination chart. So we eliminate the most insignificant troops first. While here, it is random, just like it would be in real life. Which I mean, okay. In real life, you will try, of course, and take out the leaders first, or probably the machine gunners, specialist teams, etc. first, and then leaders. But, to be fair, I would go with random to represent, because the randomness of the battlefield, I really, really like this. I really like that it is not as gamey as the Valorant Victory can be in terms of eliminating units. Right. So, anyway, we are gonna be moving up. with all our men. And what we will be doing as well is we are gonna bound with this team, so let's get up. Let's bound, let's get down. So the reason why we're doing that is because if they decide to assault us, assaulting just our platoon sergeant is really bad for us. They might just kill him. Ah, perfect. That is beautiful. Well. What we might actually want to do is we might want to do this. Fantastic. We have retaken the objective. Not only that, we have killed a man and we have completely demoralized 2 German squads, or actually a fire team now, and a squad. So that is fantastic for us, and we're gonna immediately go to ground. Now, not so fantastic is that our support crews... Actually, this is perfect, so let's do that. Taking out more men. Oh, that was beautiful. I don't know what it is, but we are having a lot of luck. I'm afraid what that means, yeah, we cannot shoot with our MMG because our men are in the way. But if we gain ground, we might be able to do that. So let's do this, and hopefully we can... we don't have eyes there, do we? We'll figure out what we do here, but for now, let's do this. Over here, let us move up. Probably should have placed them there. Well, too late now. Go to ground, men, and hope that you do not get absolutely obliterated a little later on. Right. We probably want to take this position here. And actually, I might move them down there later on. But for now, this specialist team, the support squad, can stay there. We have X-Men there. So let us move up ever so slowly. Why are you down? You were shot, most likely, that's why. Okay. So next turn we can move up here and have some eyes onto the German position. I do not want to move my... What is it? Second Lieutenant Lasky? It is Second Lieutenant Lasky. Oh my god. I gotta say, the one thing that I would dearly love to be as part of the improvement is the fonts. That is definitely... I mean, bugs, of course. Eliminating bugs is the top priority, but if Wargame design studios are listening, I know they do watch my streams from time to time. Man, I would love to be able to read this, because I'm sorry, but right now, when I have the unit selected, that is unreadable to me. I know that it says First Sergeant, what was it, Epstein? I can't remember. Epstein, yeah, but that's very, very hard to see. So if you're watching, please, sometime in the future, maybe for 4.03 update, I would love this to be fixed. I know it's not a bug, but just get the fonts that are more readable. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much if you're listening. Anywho, we probably want to move up there. So this has already moved. This, oh man. There are a lot of men there. So let's move this way. Okay, and let's go to ground. So what do we have? We have 8 men in the open with probably a sergeant. And we have unknown number of men there. Let's try and suppress the men in the open, just because they are lower hanging fruit, and of course, we always want to be hitting the lower hanging fruit. So even though we have 16 movement points, I believe it's 6 movement points to go up to go into normal tile. If I'm not mistaken, it's 8 movement points to go into the forest, and of course, there is another 6. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me not lie to you and actually have a look. Right, so terrain elevation, movement cost, infantry. So clear is 6 points. Where is trees? So I assume this is what they would count as a forest. So that's 8 movement points. But we are also going up a hill. So, and if I can see it, cliff escarpment, elevation change. It will be nice. I assume it's probably something like an escarpment, and that is 12 points. But unless I'm missing it, I'm probably am. You know how it is when you're put on a spot and you have to find it. It's probably staring right at me. But anyway. Anywho, we do not have enough movement points. The point is, we don't have enough movement points to move up there. Right, those men are fine. They can stay put for now. They do not have eyes, so they can... You know what? They can move up here. And they can lend a hand, right? They can lend a hand. And I think we are done, so let's turn it over to Germans and see what they do. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of Germans there. Wow. So we started losing men now. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I knew that our luck was bound to run out. So first we are, of course, moving up here. We want to get eyes on the road, actually. This is... I would take protection over lines of sight at this stage. Maybe we'll move the outpost here. So actually, let's do that. We'll move the outpost here. They have better lines, and then we shall move the MMG there. Now, I'm tempted to send our third squad over here to basically assault in and eliminate Germans. That would be really quite handy. But first, I think this is what we are going to do. We're gonna move here. We are gonna try and shoot them. Ah, beautiful. Damn it. Okay. Decision, right. I'll leave this for now. I'm gonna come back to this. I want to think a little bit. I want to dwell on this a little bit more. Now, over here, the issue is that we need to move up the hill, and we cannot. Let us move our support squad and lose a man immediately. And go down. We probably should have went down anyway, because we were going up the hill. Over yonder. We are ever so slowly moving up here. So our support position is actually might be... You know what? This is the best course of action if we want to take the objective, because we don't want to assault up the hill. They would have most likely assaulted us down the hill, which wouldn't have been good at all. At the moment, from the German concentration here, we do not have enough men to take this position. Unless they don't reinforce it, and then we can just suppress the HMG and assault with our men with the satchel charges, etc. So that could be a thing. I'm really tempted to move up our men here in support, so... Man... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna assault the enemy sergeant and eliminate him, which is perfect. We cannot assault any further, but what we can do is we can select our men and suppress. Then we shall get our men up and move up and assault. That is fine. They only have 3 men left. So we're gonna move up and assault. Fantastic. So even though we have 2 pin squads, the pin squads are totally fine because we have second lieutenant or platoon sergeant Ash here that would be able to rally them up. More importantly, this is only 1 man. Well, 1 man. It's not even a team. There is no team in 1. So we are gonna be moving up here and assaulting. And I have no idea what happened, but I take it we have eliminated them. And that is a perfect way to finish, to wrap up this sort of engagement. And then we're freeing up our first platoon to move up and help with assaulting that objective. Which is fantastic, if I say so myself. Over here, let us start moving up our MMG to some kind of support position, because they do need to be in range. Now, the fun part. Let's shoot at the concentration of Germans. Only taking out 1 man, but that is fine. Every little bit helps. So what I reckon I'm gonna do here is this. We gonna get up and move and go down and rally up, or not. Then we're gonna shoot, of course. So we lost 2 men, but we were able to take out a leader, meaning that they would be much harder to rally. Now we're gonna shoot him. Again, what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to get these men pinned. And I'm not able to do that. But reducing the men is good also. Now, they have 6 men. What do we have? We have 6 men as well. I am very tempted to assault, and I think I will. It's 6 versus 6, but we are assaulting from up high, down low, so... yeah. On a positive note, we didn't lose any men, so that is good. Let's move closer here. We're setting ourselves up for the assault on the objective. They actually don't have that many men, so I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Right, and that's our turn done. So, let us welcome the Panzers. The Panzers. fantastic. I love seeing ones on the opportunity fire. As long as it's not us who get ones. So it's turn 4. We have spotted 1, 2, 3 Panzer IV F2. Panzer IVs are, well, let's face it, these are tanks versus infantry. This is not good. Let's be real here. But what can we see? Well, we are probably wanting to go down here. I know this is not ideal, but yeah, we are demoralized, but we already... So when we are pinned, we already shoot at half our power. If we're demoralized, we're still shooting at half our power, so that is not an issue. The issue is if they try an assault, then we just gonna get rolled over very, very easily. Let us suppress them. Over here, let's suppress... Actually, this is a sergeant. Let's assault. There we go. There we go, and probably shoot in. We have just lost our XO, didn't we? We have just lost our XO. Well. 2 men. They're going down. Or not. Or not, as the things might stand. They're going down now. There we go. Right, well, next turn we should be able to assault in and take this position, which is really quite good. Over here, they don't need to be softened anymore, so... we'll just do this. What? Okay. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Let us take our second lieutenant, platoon sergeant Ash, move him down, get down on the ground and try and rally men. Okay, this is perfect. Now, of course, these men would not have enough points to assault, but what we can do... we can do this. Perfect. That is exactly what we wanted to do here. And now, Greach will run with all their might towards the tanks and try and take them out. Over here, we are taking this satchel charge. There we go. Perfect. And moving up. So we want to secure this position. And you know what? That is perfect. Now, our mortars with the first platoon. Wow. There aren't that many places, actually, we can place mortars here. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. This is a little problematic. I want to keep my mortars together with the first platoon so that they do get support. So I think what happens here is this. We are... Wow, we only have 4 men left.
Forward. Let's go.
Who would have thought that rallying our men would get them pinned again? Oh dear, oh dear. I can shoot at the Panzer, but I won't. Because I want to suppress these. Actually, there aren't that many men there. I have an idea. I have an idea. So here is what we are going to do. We're gonna start moving our bazooka this way, while this team... So we have 2 disrupted units, and then we have what looks like 2 sergeants, maybe a lieutenant, so which would be 2nd lieutenant. We're gonna assault. We have 12 men going against... what is it? 3, 5, 6, 7 men. Let's assault. I reckon that was worth it. I reckon that was a good trade. They only have 2 men here. I know HMG would probably move up. They might pull it back up, but we should be able to rally up and start engaging them next turn. Wow, is that really it? Have we moved everyone? I am really surprised. Wow, okay. I am really surprised. Well, let's go. I was afraid of this happening. Oh dear. Wow, this is tough. I gotta say, right. We probably want to pop our mortars there, so let's do this. Good evening, Luca. I hope you're doing well this evening, my man. So. Brush, clear. 8 men, 7 men. I think what we'll do here is the following. Have I heard of the game Ad Infinitum? No, man. But that sounds like it is infinite. Let's try and get our our bazooka team. Yeah. That did not work, did it? That did not work at all. Over here, assault in. Wow.
Let's go.
There we go. We probably want to suppress them. And over here, this is not the best of teams to actually assault, but let's try and assault. God damn it. Yep. Right. It's a World War II game. It's really emotional and scary. Yeah, I have not heard of it. Is it a strategy game? Or is it a first-person shooter? Right, so these men have rallied up. So we are gonna be... It's a first-person horror game. Yeah, horror games are not my thing, I gotta say, so... I am too much of a sissy to play them. So that's probably why I have not heard of the game. It is simply not on my radar. Right, over here. So let us do the following. Let's suppress them. Let's move up. Yeah, let's move up. And what we are looking to establish is... Ah, yeah, they moved already. Yeah, I'll look it up, Luca. I'll look it up, but there is almost no chance of me actually playing it. But yes, I will definitely look it up and see what it is all about. Now, this kind of outpost that we have here, it's not ideal, but we are tying up one tank. So maybe if we can disable it with an MMG, we can then move out and support our other teams. I could do it on stream right now if I wanted to. Well, no, so I don't have the game. It is a horror game. This is a strategy, tactics, and wargaming channel. So I would not be covering that game on this channel. Anyway, if I see that it's interesting when I had a look at it, I would definitely try it out if it's a reasonable priced. But I will not be covering this game on the channel, whatever is the case, I'm afraid. It just doesn't quite suit what I'm trying to do with the channel, I'm afraid. Right, okay. So here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna advance over here and try and take that panzer in rear. Over here... Let's move up. We're gonna try and take that back. And let's use the satchel charge. There we go. That is perfect. And now that they're suppressed, let's assault. Fantastic. This has actually gone much better than I was expecting. So there are 3 men, they're pinned. Yes, our team is pinned as well. Oh, hey, Battle Mode! Wow, man! I am glad that you have made it to my stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, a WDS game. I am doing squad battles. It looks like nobody is covering the Eagle's Strike, which has just gotten a huge update. Pretty much a remaster. It would be known in the general circles. And that was just on the 2nd of January, so we are covering this. These are my favorite wargames. I gotta say, you are a gentleman and a scholar, because your taste in wargames is really, really good. We should play this, man. We should play this together. You're probably gonna kick my ass. I'm not very good at these games, but I am having fun regardless. So, we have a bit of a problem here. Basically, battle mode, the kind of the setup for this game, it is bullets for breakfast. We have stayed overnight on this ridge, and as the morning came, that's what historically happened. Americans realized, hold up, we are actually in the middle of German positions. And we are having bullets for breakfast. Yes, yes indeed. So that's why the Battle lines are all messed up. We have men everywhere. And we have a lot of men that are suppressed right now. But there is no point in shooting at the tank with our pea shooters. So, Bulletfoot says, I'd love to do it. Give me a shout sometime. Gonna be a bit busy with Galsif and the minions for a few weeks, but let's do that. Absolutely, man. I'd love to do that. Of course, I understand that your commitments to Galsif are full-time. Full-time. So, yeah, but if currently halfway through Full the Gap right now and should finish that first. Oh, no, absolutely, man. Whenever you have time and just for a bit of fun. Or we can maybe do something live as well. But we can talk about that off the stream, absolutely. Or we can do a co-op, because you can do co-op here. You know, you can take parts of different armies or different kind of groups and try and do that. There's so many possibilities with WDS games. It's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll probably shoot you something on Discord or something like that. But yeah. Anywho, let's get back to the game, shall we? So we're not going to be shooting our pea shooters at the Panzer IV. It is a futile thing to do, so we'll try and take out that HMG instead. Absolutely, man. Right, okay. You can pay me back for that time that I won that Field of Glory 2 game, or Medieval game even. You can definitely pay me back for that. Right, this position is about to get overrun by a tank, and there isn't really much I can do. I mean, okay. We'll try this. We'll try and shoot our grenades and our HMG at the front of Panzer. Nothing less, of course. I'm hoping to mobilize it, but that's not gonna work. And over here, we are gonna pour our 60mm mortars and suffer for it. But this position looks very juicy to be taken out. So let's try and rally our men here.
Forward.
Come on, man.
Move it.
There we go. There we go. So let us... What does the tank see? Tank can see over here. Oh, man. Yep. Bad choice. Fine. Yeah. I was hoping to get at least in the side armor of the tank, but that is not gonna happen now. Second Lieutenant Treybone. You are probably gonna go... Well, can you still move? No, because you have to get up and then move. Yeah. Okay, in that case, pour everything you got in there. Oh, hold up! I forgot that there is a tank there! Oh my god, I should have shot at it! Right, it is what it is. It is what it is. There we go, we've taken out a man. We have pinned them, so that is good. Let's shoot here and hoping for more pins, but no, not achieved that. And that is our turn done. So this actually seems to be a little bit more problematic than we first thought, because they keep reinforcing them, even if they only have 4 men there. But we have too many men pinned. Battle Mode says WDS have done a great job of polishing these games up. The UI is so much better now. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. And these sort of things as well. The tabs that just reduce the clutter if you need to. I'm actually so used to it now that I kind of know what everything is. The color coding is fantastic. If I had one ask, I would say make sure that this is readable. This is so hard to read, and now this is impossible. I think you would appreciate that. But yes, otherwise, it is just a fantastic... they're improving mechanics, they are improving the graphics, the UI, it's a really work of love. There is no other way of kind of putting it. Yeah, it's not perfect, but they're getting better all the time. Absolutely, absolutely. And I am really happy to be on this journey with them, experiencing it as it gets improved. Right, let's turn over and see what the Germans do. Oh, we have immobilized that tank. That is fantastic. Come on. That's a lot of tanks going our way. Ouch. Did it just assault up? And yeah, it did. It did. This is not going well, is it? At all. We have done well initially by wiping out, what was it, 3 squads of men? But right now, we are being pushed left, right, and center. So our men are demoralized. They are basically, if they're gonna get assaulted, they're only at, is it an 8th, if I'm not mistaken, of their strength in the assault? So that is not good at all. Let's try and rally them up. Perfect. Now, you cannot win here, can you? Come on! Nope, nope, nope. Wow. From we have almost taken this to actually we are about, our 3rd platoon is about to get eliminated completely. What is this? This is Flakpanzer 4. Wirbelwind. Oh dear, oh dear. Flak 5. And MG34. Ouch. Well. First things first. In the rear. We're gonna go down. We will be looking to take it out in the side armor, of course. Oh yes, that was beautiful. Oh my god, yes, I might not have needed to go down at all. But now that we're moving up here, let us just get this a little bit further down, demoralizing it and eliminating the last man there. Perfect. Okay. We are teetering on a brink here, but we are not as bad as we have seemed to have thought initially. Now, let's move up our mortars here with the 1st platoon and let us pour lead or, well, rain death actually. Pinning the man. Perfect. So even though we are pinned here ourselves, we are about... Let's move our MMG there, because now they are in a perfect fire support position. And our... Well, that's actually 2 sections. Yeah, so 2 squads. Speaking American, it is 2 squads. So let's... I don't want to stack them up here, but I probably have to, so let's do that. And over here, we'll just shoot. Not gonna accomplish much. We're shooting at half strength. There is no point in kind of leaving them, trying to get them rallied, because they will be shot by these 2 positions. And over here, we shall be moving up as well. Here... Actually, you know what? They don't have eyes there, so why don't we do this? We'll remove our man here and hope for a rally. It's gonna be very, very tough to achieve. But, because we have no leaders in the immediate vicinity, this is leader's command range, and I'm afraid our kind of CO is up north trying to deal with this situation here, trying to take that point. And trying to rally our men. Okay, one squad rallied. Or fire team.
Go.
We have 2 fire teams rallied. This is beautiful. Right. Let's act like a proper FSG. Over yonder. Let's assault first. There we go. So we have secured position here. So the smartest thing, the smartest play here would be to withdraw and move to a position where the Panzer does not have eyes. Alternatively, what we can do is we can transfer our leaders. So do we... over here, 2nd Lieutenant Lasky, he's in charge of 2nd Platoon. He can go back and rally our bazooka team, etc. and try and take out the Panzer in the rear. So maybe that might be a good idea. So let's shoot the... Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get our mortars up. And where do we want to place them? We want to place them somewhere in cover, but that is a little bit problematic. So if we place them there, I want to place them away from the tank, so let's move them down anyway. And that should be okay. Battlemod said, gotta go, but this looks like a great game. I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't have any squad level WDS stuff. Thanks, man. Catch you later. Absolutely. Catch you later, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, my man. See you, bud. Right, but we are soldiering on. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna soldier on here. We are pinned with a bar. Yeah, so let's suppress them, hoping to pin them, so that they cannot assault, but, okay, that was irrelevant, because we have been eliminated by a flak gun. Yes, the flak gun. They only have eyes onto the Panzers, so... And we're done, so let's move on to the next turn. And they are assaulting us as well. Yep. Yeah, this is not going well, is it? Wow. Okay. Well, first things first, let's try and get them pinned. There we go. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Over here, can we get eyes? Yes, we do have eyes. So let's try and actually reduce them further with our FSG. Over here, they are disabled, so... Go across the bocage. Keep shooting them in the rear. Oh, that was perfect. Okay. That is looking up. That is looking up. Right. Here. Ah. Okay. Move up, shoot up. Only 8 men left. Mortars can do their thing. Our man can... Well, let's try and get him rallied, shall we? So let's get him up, move him up, get him down, rally up, and not. Okay, 6 men left. I reckon this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna assault. It was an okay trade. We got pinned for 1 man eliminated. And you know what? Another assault. Another man eliminated for getting pinned. Okay. And, well, we're gonna preserve a satchel charge for a tank. And they are now fully pinned. Right. So that is good, but we do need to secure this objective. So we shall be doing that in a little while. But here, go to ground and try and take him out. Yeah. That would be a big fat no. And our AMG position has been eliminated. So we are moving away with our leader because we want to get our pinned man unpinned. Over here, continue engaging the tank. If we can tie him up, that would be perfect. Over here, you keep pinned or demoralized. You keep out of line of sight. So we are on turn 7 out of 8, and I think it behooves us now to check out the victory conditions. We have 70-something points. We are at American minor victory right now. What would make it a major victory? Well, of course, taking these 2 points and not losing any more men. We do need to secure that point ASAP, so let's see what happens next turn. What can the Germans do to upset our minor win? Again, disabling this would be a huge boon, but look at this. Our MMG got rallied, so let's go up. Probably lose him. No, we didn't lose him. Right, perfect. Okay, so here is what we are doing here. These men are gonna be rallying soon. These men are gonna be moving up. Going down. We are quite happy for our command element to be an FSG, Fire Support Group, and these are gonna be the assault group. And we're gonna be moving up and trying to take out the Germans, even though they have Peppershaft 41, which is an absolutely excellent close quarter weapon. However, over here.
Come on.
Come on. Perfect. Let's do another come on.
Forward. Come on.
Not quite, but we eliminated 1 team immediately, and oh, that was absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Wow. Okay. If only we had enough movement points, right. Well, well, well. We do have eyes on the Stag 42 and onto Panzer, so Panzer is vulnerable. Or this is not a Panzer, this is a flak gun. Stag doesn't like our mortars. It would have been nice to at least disable it, but that would not be possible here. Don't die, man. Do not die. We should be able to rally up and take this objective, and that would give us quite a good... I mean, both Flak Panzer IV and Stag would have pretty abysmal rear armor. We are undercrewed, though. That is an issue, isn't it? Let's try and shoot them. I think that's why we are not having much luck. And the man, the myth, the legend has perished. We do not have him anymore. Oh dear, oh dear. Over here, we're still pinned. Okay, over here. Let us be engaging. Over here. We're not gonna move. We're gonna try and stay here and hope that nobody shoots us. Let's see what happens. Let's see what actually happens. Okay. We are doing A-okay, actually. So, let us suppress them, like so. And that's actually fantastic, so let's move this way. And we can do this. Over here, get up and move. And attack. Okay. Okay. Probably should have suppressed them with everything we've got, but it is what it is, right? Rally up. Come on.
Move it. Move it.
There we go. Perfect. Here is what we are gonna be trying and doing. These men are... Well, these two men are gonna get up. These men are gonna move here and go to ground and work very, very slowly on this position. These men over here, I mean, ideally, what I would love to do is to get our... Who is this? Platoon Sergeant Ash together here and rally up the men, but we can't. So they are disrupted. Can they move here? No, they can't. They can't shoot. So here is what's gonna happen here. They're gonna move. And they're gonna shoot. Okay. At least we have immobilized it. Which is really good, meaning that we can go from the rear and take them out. We are working on this position, hoping beyond hope that we can take it.
Let's go. Move it.
Almost. Expend all our ammo. So... here is my dilemma down south. Let's just expand this. We are shooting Stug 42 or Stug 42 in the front. That wouldn't be very effective, especially because we're undercrewed. However, getting them in the rear is almost not an option, so let's get up. Let's not move far and go to ground. Yeah, that is just not happening. Hoping to take this, probably not gonna. There is one more turn left, eh? Well, let's see. Because the tank can easily go up here and take this. But thankfully they're not doing that, so that's perfect. I shall be withdrawing these men. Okay, perfect. So... suppress. Nah, I see. I see, right. You move up. Go down and rally.
Go.
Unfortunately, we're not able to assault. So eliminating those men is now just a wish instead of the reality, but maybe we can take out another man there. That would be good. Maybe, maybe. Nope. We're trying to suppress them, but yeah. They really have nothing to take the tank out with. Now, over here, so you are already standing up, so why don't you go... 1, 2, 3, and go to ground. Yep, that is... not ideal. I'm looking to... yeah. Let's withdraw a man here. They're not gonna do anything, and that is outside of line of sight of the Panzer IV. Over here,
Forward.
rallying our men up would be perfect, and yes, we have succeeded at that. So, suppress, 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 and then assault. That is clutch. That is clutch. If I've ever seen one, right. Yeah, it would be great if we can assault, but we can't. Yeah, so let's go down. And that's just how the cookie crumbles here. Over here. There we go. Perfect. Wrecked it. Okay. So we lost one man, but we eliminated 6, basically eliminating the whole Flak Panzer IV. I'd say that's a good trade. And yeah, here we'll just try and take it out. We're not going to succeed. It's a front armor. But hey. Stay put. Well. Can't hurt, right? I mean, yeah, can't hurt. And that is us done. Let's see if we can do anything to hold that position. I personally don't think so. I think they're gonna try and overrun it. Or maybe not, they're shooting at it, so at least the infantry is not gonna try and overrun it. But the Panzer didn't either because it had to go up, so. Major victory. Wow. I gotta say, this was a very tough fight. In the beginning, I think we were very lucky to be able to affect the battlefield the way we did. So we were able to eliminate almost the whole platoon in the center and moved up to take this position. Shall we actually examine the battlefield and start doing a little bit of finger painting as we do? So, what was the original plan? Let's just go back to that, shall we? So the original plan was to move our, what was it? First platoon, was it? A second platoon to the FSG position here and move up and assault it from this direction while our CO element comes up and establishes an FSG here. Kind of worked. However, we were not expecting, what was it, almost an entire platoon of Germans to be hanging out in this general area, and they swiftly moved here and captured this objective. Our first platoon, if I'm not mistaken. First platoon, yep. As we have planned, they struck over here, eliminating men, recapturing the objective, and pushing the men out, and eliminating almost an entire platoon, which was perfect, freeing them up to move up and assault to retake our objective Baker, actually. Because if you remember, this was Alpha, no, this was Abel, this was Baker, this was Charlie, and this was Dog. Objective Dog, we have established fire superiority almost immediately with our FSG group here, and moved up quite a lot of men into these positions. It seemed that this would be a cakewalk. However, when the Panzers started rolling up, they have absolutely annihilated this position. We had Panzers roll up here, here, and go that way, and that way. This position got reduced heavily. These positions got eliminated. Should I have done something differently? I was not expecting the Panzers to strike so fast and so hard. So I don't think we could have done something differently, because this looked like such an easy win that I was happy to keep our men on the ridge, pouring our fire down, trying to get them rallied, and then assault down. If I knew what was gonna happen, and if it would happen exactly the same way, of course I would instead move men into the brush, into the forest. That's not what happened. It will not happen again like this. So, in saying that, so we have to kind of look at this realistically. So because the panzers will not move in exactly the same way, because there was no way for us to think that the panzers would strike so fast and so hard in that specific place. I do not think that anything else could have been done better here. We had fire superiority, we had more men, we were almost ready to take the objective. And I mean, to be fair, we have eliminated all infantry apart from this squad there. And we have taken the objective eventually, but that was much, much harder than it looked originally. Overall, I think we got some lucky shots in, but we also were quite unlucky, especially on the ridge over here. This, well, almost the entire of the 3rd platoon got wiped out there, which is not ideal, as you might imagine, but that was good. Oh, not to forget, actually, not to forget, because this is very, very important. This support team. So while it was not supporting the main fight over yonder or over here, it done a superb job holding that village and pouring the fire towards the German panzer. You might say, well, they didn't take out the panzer. Well, they did. They mightn't have taken out panzer in points, but they've taken out panzer from rolling up and supporting the rest of the panzer's advance. So all the time this panzer was here, it was not rolling up there trying to take out my men. It was not rolling up here trying to take out my men. So it was literally just sitting here doing nothing. It has taken out, what was it, 1 or 2 men in the MMG squad? 2 men, I think, because originally it's a 3-man squad or fire team. So I think we should not forget that positions like this, squads like this, are extremely important, even if they might not seem to be doing a lot. Do remember that these are 5 men, so basically just a standard fire team, that held up a Panzer IV and stopped it from killing unknown number of our men, as it might have done if it was allowed to move up and assault in. So I think that went quite well. It is a difficult scenario for sure. It is not a cakewalk. But looking at the amount of men remaining for the German side, so they have 3 men here. They have, of course, undamaged Panzer. They have stock 42. They have 3 men there. And they actually only have 3 men here. So really, 6, 9 men and 2 panzers remaining. That, I would say, is pretty good. That is really, really good. What was it that we were told? Was there a Jamdag special markers on top? Show organization. There we go. And I think it shows... no, this does not show the men remaining. So if we look at units... Strength. There we go. This should show us the men remaining. I don't think it does. Does it? Actually, I think it does, yeah. 3 men, 20 weapons, 3 men, 24 weapons. It says 5 vehicles, but there are only 2 vehicles. So no, I don't think it actually does show the men remaining. Well, it is what it is. We know that they only have 2 panzers left. We know that they only have 9 men left. That's what matters. And while we have taken quite a beating here, we were able to secure all of the objectives, even if we're holding to this objective by a thread. And we were able to pretty much eliminate most of the Germans. This is it for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. As mentioned earlier in the week or yesterday, my family is visiting, so that is why the streams are nice and short. So I should go and have quality time with my family, and you have a lovely evening. Tomorrow's stream is Wargame Design Studio Squad Battles Grenada, so join me then. Get some sleep. Thank you so much, Casey. I do appreciate that. I do need that, man. I do need that. And I will be getting some sleep soon. But yes, tomorrow, 1900 hours GMT, that is 7 p.m. GMT. For those not versed in 24-hour clocks, we are doing WDS Squad Battles Grenada. It is going to be a hypothetical scenario from, I believe, a movie called Heartbreak Ridge. It is based on that, so come and join me tomorrow. We should have some fun. We shall have some fun. Until then, thank you for watching. And remember, kids, do gaming, not war.